Hello everyone, here's today's video journal for February 12th, 2025. Progress has been made, realizations have been made, and I still got a lot of things to do. I need to do some work, I need to do some reading. I wouldn't say the time I spent at the house was productive at all. I watched a lot of videos due to a lot of I would say they're helpful videos, but they weren't really helpful. So in the school I had to watch quite a bit of videos. That did take a lot of my time, but I guess they did help me with certain things. But yeah, that's really all. Not a really productive day, so after this video I'm to get really productive really quickly. Or really focused really quickly, it's just pretty easy. So yeah, today's pretty good day. I need to find a way to find a source of income. I'm sorting out my food situation. Sorting out my diet situation. I'm realizing patterns that I've unlocked. I I swear, like it's literally habitual that I somehow follow this pattern without like a tracker. Somehow I know in my body that I do that and I do that. It's a cause and then it's an effect, I guess, or it's like a sequence of events. It's really amazing to it's amazing to see because this is how I stay the same. And yeah. And there's gonna be a free talk. Today's video journal is gonna be a free talk video journal, of course. And let's get started. There's not gonna be the. I'm not gonna end my day on the earliest times today. Well, probably I'm gonna end it on the next day, but got minimal stuff to do, so I kind of think so. First of all, otherwise I woke up and I got Thank you. So that being said, I started. As always, first of all, woke up, but myself, each time I take blah blah, so stuff my bag on school. Okay, in school has basically just become like my main source of life. Like I do everything in school, except business, but that's irrelevant. No, I don't say irrelevant. That's not particularly. I don't think about it. Actually, I do think about it. Okay, restart. School is basically a place where I'm usually at a lot of the time, so it's become like basically my second house. I act a certain way there. I act very not professional. I wasn't professional. I act very uptight, I guess you would say. I'm more relaxed at the house of my actual house. Of course, it's cool. I don't think of it as a job. I used to think of it as a job and like act really professional. I realized like why am I what the school is not my profession. It's not what I'm gonna go into. So like why am I building character here? It's not where I'm supposed to be. So I was like, oh wait, what am I doing? And I was like, okay, yeah, I probably drop the act slowly. Of course, people are gonna be one thing I'm gonna do is people. Again, I won't say I have the results to back it up, but I'm back on my talk when I do talk. But when you try to escape from people's sight, their belief sight, that's what I call it, belief sight. Their, their sight on what is possible. People reject it, and people try to hold you back. It's it is their fault, but you can't really blame them because well, life has conditioned them to believe so. Just as life has conditioned you or me to believe so. Look, we're not special. None of us are special. Yeah, maybe like 1% of us are special, but the rest of us are just normal human beings trying to make a living. That's how I always conceive of myself as a human being who's trying to make a living. That's all I am. Just trying to make a comfortable living nowadays, because a job won't do it for me now, or do it for anyone else. Or in the future, I've seen this age of entrepreneurs like rise up from the ashes. I've literally seen it with my own eyes. I've seen this with my own eyes. But all of it will bubble up, and the new opportunities will come up with it. People don't know how to be a mechanic. Boom, mechanics get higher wages. People don't know how to do electricity. Boom, electricians. All the hands-on stuff, the doing stuff with their with knowledge that they know about, with mechanics, all of that, I think is gonna get a bump up. I see it happening. Like, I physically know. If you don't know anything about cars, you're gonna get scammed at a car dealership. Okay, it's just how they roll. I don't blame them because no one knows about cars. But nowadays, especially me, I don't even know for cars. So I would probably get scammed, but that's besides the point. I believe professions will become more valuable. Hands-on professions become more valuable as time goes by, and everyone tries to become the next big entrepreneur. I don't want to say next big entrepreneur, so I'm making fun of entrepreneurs even though I want to become one, but like still, that's a whole lot of talking. But I realized that talking is not doing much. Talking to myself about it, talking not myself about it is important. Others is what I've analyzed, self-analyzed, I guess. When I talk about it, I get satisfaction. Same satisfaction that I get from actually achieving it. So just talking about it, not even doing it, talking about it, gives me the same satisfaction. That's why talking about it is so deadly. It gives you the same satisfaction, the same pleasure that it does from actually doing it and feeling good about yourself. It gives you a short-term pleasure rather than a long-term pleasure of actually doing it. Long-term pleasure and confidence of actually doing it. Self-help books are extremely important to everyone. Everyone should read the self-help books, but what I realized was that sometimes you can broaden, of course, you can broaden your scope of knowledge. It's good to broaden your scope of knowledge, but there's one thing you have to keep in remembrance. One thing you have to keep in mind when you borrow or buy or read and write. No, I'm kidding. Just read. One thing you have to keep in mind when you read. You have to focus on a specific topic so you can get the essence of that thing. So everything else you're gonna forget. Everything else is meaningless to you. To that specific topic. That's how you focus on reading. You focus on a specific topic like sales. So you're gonna learn sales. Oh, boom, sales. You have to focus on that. You can switch genres maybe. You can I'm finished with sales. I learned all that kind of sales. I'm proficient at sales now. Let me read another one of my strengths. Because you can outsource your weaknesses to someone else. They can read about that. Let me read. I don't know, management. I'm good at managing people. Boom, manage people. It's it's all about focusing on a specific direction, your energy entering that, as I said last video, entering the eyeglass, and you beam it towards something. It's a painful and lonely experience. It's not the healthiest, but uh, if you're in the circumstances of it being worth it, then you are in the circumstances of it being worth it, so it is worth it. Okay. There's a lot of talking about not much about my day was that interesting, and a lot of things did not really happen actually. I'm attempting to achieve a goal of mine that I've had for a long time in fitness, but it is still a work in progress. I have 4 months to complete one, and I believe I can. So yeah. So that's all for this video. Thank you for listening. Over for today. Agent over for that as well. Agent, okay. You've been unproductive today. Doesn't mean you've been unproductive every day, but you need to focus on, you need to make things better for yourself, your family, and for everyone around you, everyone you care about. So just keep going and strive for better. Always strive for better. You always have better. You always have an inch. You always have an inch better than the previous step. So just keep going, and I believe you. That being said, that's all for this video. Thank you for listening. That's because it's a long one. I hope you have a wonderful